to the Gamer Untamed. How are you guys? I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. Obviously I didn't put a video out a little earlier where I didn't say Happy New Year, and one I put out was actually pre-recorded a couple days before, but yeah. So today I actually went shopping a little, and it was also my nonna's birthday, so we had lunch and then we went to the shopping centre, and I was saying how for ages I really wanted a jewelry box, and my nonna and my mum actually bought me a jewelry box, and this is what it looks like. It's this. Now this is pretty cool. It's just cool, and it does this when you open it. Ta-da! Necklaces, bracelets, anklets, I don't know what's back here, stuff, and rings, obviously, and a mirror. Hot. So yeah, that is my sexy jewelry box that I am going to have to find a place to actually put, because it's huge. But that's not what the video is about today. Okay. I finished Heavy Rain a while ago, actually, and now I think it's time for me to do the actual review for Heavy Rain. So, this video is going to contain absolutely no storyline spoilers, so you can definitely watch this video, and I think I'm trying a new setup, so I hope you like it, and here we go. Okay, so this is the Heavy Rain box that I got from PS3 Essentials, and it's the Move Edition, although I didn't use the Move Edition because I don't have a PlayStation Move. So let's get on with the review. If you're the type of person who likes to skip through cutscenes and text to the storyline, then this video game is really not for you. The game prides itself on its cutscenes and depth in the story details, so I really don't see how you could play this game and want to skip through cutscenes, because it has a lot of cutscenes. Very important cutscenes that you will need to watch and pay attention to really understand the story. Sorry guys if you do hear some background noise. My parents talk in Italian and they're extremely loud when they talk in Italian. Well, my nonna and my mum anyway. Okay, so Heavy Rain starts off pretty slow, and it's important it does, so it brings in the introduction for the game. I mean, the introduction for the game is incredibly slow. Yes, I admit it is very slow. But being with the in-game mechanics, it needs to be introduced that way, slowly. It'll take you a couple of hours to really get to the bulk of the major storyline, and the experience from then on is incredible. But do stick with it, because you will then be on the edge of your seat throughout the rest of the game if you do. Heavy Rain is a different kind of experience, not just with the storyline, but also with the in-game gameplay mechanic. Oh, that was weird. Gameplay mechanics as well. The studio responsible for this incredible masterpiece of the game is QUANTIC, and they have taken on the new mechanics. I'm not sure if it's really that new, but to me it's the first I've actually ever seen about it was in Heavy Rain, is QuickTime events, the QuickTime sequences. So this is not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm going to tell you it does take some time to get used to. Trust me, but do stick with it, because some people do learn to like it, some people learn to love it, and some people don't. So you've really got to sort of query it a little bit and wonder, am I going to be really good at quick hand actions? So, in the clip you're about to see, I'm going to talk you through what's happening in the clip, and that is that this is a sort of slower moving QuickTime sequence, but there are much faster ones. So this is one that happens during the beginning of the game, and here's the clip. As you can see, the actions are fairly well paced. However, the timing can increase or decrease, and by that I mean that it can get faster or it can get slower, and most likely it's going to get faster. When you look at this and you think, oh my god, that's so hard, if that is you, trust me, that's not hard. You will get the hang of it, and if you get the hang of that, you'll get the hang of the faster ones later. So, Also, if you are having trouble with the faster ones when you get there as you progress through the game, then all you have to do is just seriously just pause, take a break, and then just keep going. If you get a little stuck, don't even try to look on the internet, because I did, but they do change. The sequences do change. You can't actually ever fail Heavy Rain. There is never a game over menu screen. No one is going to force you to replay a chapter in this video game. This is much better. And also, the characters in the story move on. Whatever. So, I mean, with the QuickTime event sequences, if you do miss a prompt, there are consequences. For example, if you miss a prompt, sometimes it doesn't cause too much of a problem. You can always come back from that. But sometimes, if you're in a really intense battle, if you miss a prompt, one of your characters could die. And so, that always sucks. And you can't really do anything about that. You can't go back to a previous save to redo that until you finish the game. So I was a little disappointed with that, to be honest, because I'm like, oh no, I don't want him to die. But that's what makes it such a good game, because you're on your heels like, oh no, gotta survive, gotta survive, gotta survive, gotta survive. Ah, I died. Or like, yes, I survived. So really, well, pen gone, those depend.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
It must have been about 4:15. Yeah, that's it, 4:15. I remember exactly because I looked at the clock in the park when we arrived.
What was your son wearing when he disappeared?
He was wearing a coat. A beige coat. And a pair of pants.
So, I mean, like, it goes fuzzy whenever you're making
Brown pants.
a decision, like, you have to choose what...
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
When you're thinking about something, the actual writing goes a little fuzzy.
I did. I didn't leave. I watched the carousel.
How could Sean possibly have vanished if you were right there watching the carousel?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Absolutely retarded.
You say you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
I don't know. I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
See, even when choosing these prompts, you still feel like you're making the choices and influencing the game. The story is heartbreakingly touching as well. And this makes you feel so strongly for these characters and what they have to go through in this horrible time in their life. I can't remember where this place is set. Manhattan or... No, that's not really where it's set. No, forget what I just said that. But it gives you a good little introduction inside the game manual. Inside the manual, which I was really interested in. It's on the first page, and it says the killer question. Now I'm going to read this to you. In a city, here we go. In a city on the east coast of the USA, sons are mysteriously going missing, only to be found several days later, drowned in rainwater, with an origami figure in one of their lifeless hands. The public is gripped by fear and paranoia. The authorities seem no closer to a credible suspect. But it's okay. Your family are all safely tucked up at home. But what if they weren't? What would you do? How far are you prepared to go to save someone you love? That gave me chills down my spine, guys. That made me feel so uncomfortable. Because I'm like, oh, okay, if this were real, I would be scared. I'm not a boy, but I'd be scared. If I had a brother, I'd be scared for his life. It makes you really think a lot about morality, almost, and what some people are capable of doing. I don't even actually know if you guys can hear, but I can hear these people outside. They're being so loud. I'm sorry, guys. I can't actually tell them to shut up. Now, what I've been saying about the story doesn't mean it was told without flaws. Like I said, Heavy Rain starts slow, and will have you. It will have you to be patient. You will need a lot of patience. Many of you won't like the fact that you have to do an action to open a container, open a fridge door, or drink some water. Some of you won't like it. I personally didn't really like how you had to open a door. No, what was it? You had to do an action to drink water, and if you stuffed it up, you spit it back up. Okay. But I did like the introduction. I thought it was nice and calming and relaxing. It was a relaxing game, really, because you didn't have to do a whole lot of much. Yeah, but a whole lot. You just sit there and be like, oh, this is nice, and then you get to a point like, what? You're like, okay, oh my god. Yeah. You get to that point, and that's when it really just kicks ass. An important element in the story is that it isn't linear, not even close. But yeah, sure, the environment may be a little linear, but that's not a whole lot of bad. I mean, the story is intense and depth, and story is intense and deep. That's not hard to get out. I don't know what, I've been told that if you hold a pen, it helps when you speak. How interesting is that? Yes, many characters may die, and there are multiple endings, but each ending is so interesting, and the moment I reached my ending, I'm like, this is the best ending you could get. It was based, I can't actually explain my ending because that contains spoilers, so I'm not, but my ending was beastly. And by beastly, I mean it was kick-ass. It was good fun. It was pro. This is the most endings I've ever seen in a game. It's more than 8. I swear the endings have more than 8. Or maybe they are 8. Per character. So, what's 8 times 4? 8, 6, and 24. What, 32 different endings in total, I think? I don't know my 8 times tables. No, I do, but I need a board. I use a calculator now. And each ending has their own consequences. Each ending you get, you've got to be happy with. I mean, you can redo it easily by playing chapters, which brings me to say that this game has incredible replayability by the use of the chapters, which I really, really enjoyed. I have done a few replayability ones, and I'm like, oh, I did this differently last time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is good replayability. You can play this endlessly. Seriously? It's like one of my new favorite games. It's so good. And there's actually a DLC too called The Taxidermist. I don't like it. It creeps me out, and I'm not going to get it. Quantic Dream are known for their hard-hitting graphics, and this is especially shown in the detail of the character models. They are so detailed and look amazing. So do the environments. The environments look beautiful. But, little downfall about this is that they don't put as much detail into the small things, the little details, which do matter a lot. Like the paper or a towel. The towel in one of the bathrooms in one of the scenes looks like two-dimensional paper. Cardboard cutouts. Same when they do, the magazines, coffee mugs. They all look so fake, and you can tell that I don't like. They put detail into everything that's big, but the little details make a lot of the difference. I also feel similar to the voice acting. Now, the voice acting, I have to commend it, is exceptionally well done. I mean, this game was done back in 2010, and obviously things have increased, but I do not like how they had to get British people to play Americans. And in some cases, you could tell that they were flipping out of the American voice and going back into British and then back into American again. And I'm like, okay, Not to say that this was bad, but I did not think that it was that necessary. And also, one thing that I really did not like was how one character did this all the goddamn time. I don't know how many times she mentioned his name. You can call him him, you, whatever. Stop saying the name. We've got sum up time. Let's have a look. The Good of Heavy Rain. Why you should buy this game. Powerful and emotional, engaging storyline. Adapts your own actions. Unique control mechanism with the analog stick. Detailed, highly detailed characters and environment. And almost chilling. That's not a word. Stirring. Very stirring soundtrack. It makes me feel chills down my back because it is so sad. Now the bad. Poor movement controls, like when you walk and stuff. I don't mind it that much because you have to get used to it, but it's kind of weird. Sloppy item graphics, and that is when I meant like say pens or the towel or the cups or the magazines. Again, the fuzzy choices that pop up on the screen. You can barely see them. You got to like stop and check on the online to make sure you're right of what you want to say. And also, it starts off pretty slow moving. So guys, that's my review for Heavy Rain. I hope you like it. Again, Happy New Year. There's something I really want to tell you that's coming up, but I'm not sure if I should yet. It's really exciting for me. Once it's done, I will inform you and explain the whole thing that's going on because I'm actually really, really excited. And yeah, be well, be safe, and buy this game because you will feel emotionally loved. What? You will love this because it's so emotional. If you are any like me, and actually don't mind crying in a game, and you can admit it, buy Heavy Rain. Bye guys.